into the next stall. Comedy, don't forget Dirty Law. FGC, best show. And we call it Bogus Johnny.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a beautiful Bogus Sunday. Like Dirty Low said, look who's here. Look at the man.
My boy Nigel.
Look at the
Look at this man.
The infamous pose.
Look at this
You know
man.
how...
I love this boy.
You like what you see.
Well, I like what I see because we finally got Dirty Low and Nigel in the same room once again. It's usually one or the other.
And or it's like a bunch of us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He was ducking me, duck dodgers.
What's your bro?
Bro, we covered this last
You
week.
talking about me ducking,
Duck
bro?
Dodgers, episode 1, 2, and 3.
You do know, man, I used to work at a Chinese restaurant stirring up duck. I don't duck. I bring duck to you. You want some duck stir fry?
On a Tuesday.
Huh?
On a Tuesday.
You want to come out to Joe Pool Lake here in beautiful Cedar Hill, Texas in the morning and get us a couple of mallards and let me cook that up for you?
I'm sorry.
Let me sous vide you a duck breast. You want to talk about me ducking?
Give me a
I have head trauma because I never duck. You know how many things have hit me in the damn head?
But your hair looks great today.
I know it looks great today, bro. Okay? Talk about duck. Bro, I got that Peking duck on lock. I got one in the car. You want one? Whole Peking duck. Delicious.
Footsies.
Okay?
You learn.
Let me go get... I'm not even getting into this, bro. We just started. We're talking about ducking, bro.
You had literally 2 seconds
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
before Rick gave you a rant in that ass. Now we're jumping into some third strike action today, ladies and gents. We are going to. I'm going to school Nigel right quick because Nigel don't know.
Okay, who are you?
He's an innocent man. I'm Ken Masters.
All right.
Woo-hoo! Backdash.
You're
Give me the duck. Give me the duck. See, I was playing with you before.
Watch this.
I'm
Watch
really
how I
playing with
work.
you.
Watch how I work.
Let's change it up, guys.
Woo! That's smash.
Today,
That's smash and mash.
Denzel Washington, training day. Training day.
why are you throwing random
Look, Daigo.
XDP
Look,
out?
Daigo. Get on. I get this. I do this.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I miss being like, okay, first off, I gotta set some straight. Okay, guys,
Okay.
I read the comments.
Okay.
I get it. Yeah, Dirty Low is old. I got gray hair. Okay, I get it. Is that Ernesto's dad?
I did see
we
one.
got a bunch of.
I did see one guy say that.
Of Ronnie Dangerfield's here.
Bunch of
A couple of Chris Rocks in the crowd. You know,
Oh my
that's
God.
brilliant jokes. I get it, guys. Let's put it to rest already. Yes, this man is older than me, and he looks like he drinks baby blood.
Oh, shit, that was
okay.
good.
This man right here, it's disgusting. I hate it. It's like he reverses an age. Okay, it's like you suck the youth out of me every time I come here, bro. Set that straight first off. Okay,
I get you. I love you, Rick.
Okay, I love you too, bro.
Yeah, you haven't aged a day to me.
Quit stealing my soul.
I suck it out of you while you
See? I
sleep.
get it, guys. I want to set that straight. It's great, guys. I get it. Yes, I look old. Older than I need to look. I'm thinking about actually.
Oh!
Hey, get your cheek, mother.
Speaking of my gray hair, did you guys see Arturo Sanchez dye his black hair?
He did?
So Arturo Sanchez had gray hair. He dyed it black. He posted on Twitter. I'm thinking about getting a little Just for Men action myself.
Do you? Oh, we all know you got lucky right there. I don't know. I think it makes you look established.
Yeah, it makes you look like your dad.
No, you look much better than my pops. Now, before I beat your ass real quick, no, you know what? Let's change. Now, we should have said this in the beginning, but Dirty Low ripped us apart with the rants.
Rip me apart.
So what I want to say is today is going. You might notice by the title, it's a very serious topic.
Yeah, we're gonna play
now,
some games.
even though you know how we do it, even though it's serious, it's going to be with the taste of humor because that's the way we talk.
Lighten the mood up.
That's the way we do
a
it.
little bit. Yep.
And we got 3 men on this sofa. Therefore, we're going to have 3 different opinions. We might agree. We might rip each other apart. You guys might disagree as well. But I want you guys to know, here, like I always say on this channel, if we're going to do anything, we're going to keep it real.
gonna
All
try
right?
to keep it real.
So we're going to give you our honest fucking opinions and our honest thoughts on 1, the state of the FGC, on 2, what we think is going to happen to it, and 3, about this young man right now. The reason why is because he came, if you saw this tweet right here, I might post it up right here, saying that he was actually going to take a step back as a player. You know how young he is?
Yeah.
You know how hot he is in the FGC?
And even
he's taking things.
He's good.
What is the state of the FGC if even a guy like him
22.
is thinking about taking a step back and quitting basically. He's like, I need to do something else with my life. So we're about to talk about all that. So we might disagree, we might not. Let's get it. Either way.
Right?
Let's jump into it.
God's been talking to me lately.
All right, so now let's jump back real quick. When you posted this tweet.
You're recording this, right?
I'm recording this, yeah. When you posted this tweet, and you said you were basically thinking about taking a step back and it pained you. But you also said, well, first let's cover this. At the time, touch is what you want. You can talk about whatever you want.
Tell us.
What made you feel that way?
I mean,
Why do you feel you have to take a step back? What is it? Is it the travel? Is it the toxicity going on social media? Is it a whole combination of things? Because I know you have passion for the game now.
I have too much.
We just talked about
I
it.
have way too much.
We just talked
And
about
I think
it.
that's part of the problem, right? You feel like
Yeah.
you've given this game everything you have. And it's not so much the game, but more so the community, right? The responses you receive and whatnot.
Basically, it all started after Street Fighter League, me not getting on the show.
Okay.
Just no discrediting to any player that got on the show. It's just that I felt like I let a lot of people down not getting on the show with my performance during this season. And I was like, well, why should I? Hold on, I'm over here doing this.
He's like, I'm Kid Body. Yeah,
First of all,
there's an art to playing and talking at the same time. I like to feel like we're a
there
little
is.
better at it, but there is
I'm
an
over
art
here
to
hoping
it.
I win because he's talking and it's not working.
Hold on.
I'm trying to parry.
Oh, man. He is.
Oh,
God.
shit!
He just
Ladies and gentlemen!
all day.
Okay.
And he
Back to the topic. Back
Okay.
to the topic.
Okay. I miss being young
You like that?
and having time to just play Street Fighter. I miss those days.
No obligations. I don't pay no bills. But anyways, let's get back to these questions, y'all.
No, I do not want that rematch.
Okay. Well, okay. Basically, to my tweet,
Yeah.
it took a lot out of me because I took a step back and I was like, okay, I did this, this, and this. Why am I fighting if there's not so much in the long run?
Right.
And I've been doing this for about 2016, 2017, and
Right.
I haven't seen a lot back. And that's at the player side. And talking to other players that's been doing this longer than me, they said you have to focus on social media a lot more.
Right.
And a lot of people tell me that it's not about being a player, and I was like, that's all I care about though. That's all I train for.
Yeah.
So
It's because when you get into it, the first thing is what? The game. So you
Yeah.
practice the game.
Yeah.
There's no fucking training mode for social media. There's no training mode. There's no tech and touch you how you're supposed to like talk the right way, say the right things. And when I say that, I mean like follow the protocol and what sponsors are looking for, all this other extra shit. There's no training for that.
Yeah.
So you get into it and then you're like, wait, what the fuck? What? I'm doing it wrong? Like, what's the tech? Where's the tech?
The only examples we have are the examples that are currently here, and a lot of that is social media based. And like when he first showed up and started asking questions about him, I got disheartened because he said, I thought it was about if I was the best player, I could succeed in the FGC.
Right.
And the reason why he's so upset, he realized that it's more of a social media presence. And just like every person who sits down to play a fighting game and has the drive to practice and go to the lab and spend hours a day playing online, it's not the drive necessarily to, I want to be famous. I want to be the best in the FGC.
that I can possibly
And
do.
it disheartens me because you and I, we've been following FGC for a long time now, so we're old, And especially at the beginning of Street Fighter Resurgence. And in the beginning of the FGC, like the Mike Ross, PR Rock, Snake Eyes, all these guys, Daigo, Tokita, all the best,
The greats.
Boomco, stuff like that. You know what I mean? The greats, right? The reason they didn't rise because they were popular. These guys didn't even speak English.
Luca was taking his
You
shirt
know,
off back in the
they
day.
don't speak English, and so it wasn't their popularity or their attitudes
Personality.
or personality.
Right.
It was that the fact that they were the best at this game. And
Right.
that
There was no
is
Twitter.
Yeah.
There was no
But there was
Twitter.
no Twitter. So this is old school. So it disheartens me that and I just realized, it shocked me to the
Shit,
core.
there was
and
no
like,
fucking YouTube. There was
Yeah.
no internet when
Yeah.
it was first out.
Yeah, and
I remember you
YouTube was
saying
still big.
you would see like a magazine or some shit
Yeah.
and read about the
Yeah, like
tournaments.
even back in like the 90s, I'd have to read Game Pro magazine to see what's going on the West Coast in LA and talk about Daigo Umara versus Alex Valle.
Back in the day.
I read that in Game Pro. You know what I mean? But even in Street Fighter 4 came out, YouTube was around, but it still wasn't as big.
Right.
But it disheartens me because it always used to be these guys are the most popular because they're the best players. Now, if they have personality, that's a double-edged sword, and they can do well. But it's always been about who's the best. And he just shocked me. It really just shocked me. It's like, it's not about who's the best anymore. It's about who's the most marketable at this point.
Right.
You know,
When it
look
comes
what
to...
happened. I mean, look, like Street Fighter League is a good example of it. Yeah, they have some of the best players. But no discrediting no player.
Nigel's been real quick through all of this saying, I'm not discrediting anybody. I'm just saying what it feels to me personally. So he's one of the, real talk, even though he pops off and all this stuff, which we love. When you talk to him, he's one of the most humble dudes you'll ever fucking meet. He'll never purposely try to go after anybody. So I respect that about him. But SFL is a perfect, because that was the two ways. That was like, for one, that was one of the ways that made you feel the way you did. But for two, on top of that, they did MEZ dirty as shit.
The runner-up.
Because he was the actual runner-up, and they passed on him. And they never even reached out to him. I think a lot of times too, people don't. They're real quick to say, like you saw the other day, where once again we're not taking any shots, but he said, it also hurt me in a way because he went to Cali and did his thing, literally mopped the whole team.
Yes.
Literally any other person would probably be just firing shots left and right. He came back, and I didn't hear him say one bad thing about them.
Yeah.
But he heard through the grapevine that people out there were running his name through the mud. Basically said they didn't like him. He got lucky. That's why he never came back. Who says that shit? He got lucky. That's why he never came back. You know what I'm saying? That's the stupidest damn thing. Scrub quotes right there. You know what I'm saying? So, there's only so much of that you could see before it starts to get to you, because you're a human like anybody else. Like he was saying too, like people don't see what I go through, man. I sleep on the floor. I don't see my family for periods of time.
Long period of time.
You know
I'm a family man.
You know what I'm saying?
I play Gaio at home.
Shut the fuck up. But he goes through these things. They're sacrifices. So I get it. Everybody is a human being at the end of the day, so that would get to anybody, especially if you put that much pain and blood and sweat and tears into what you love. So we'll let these guys scrub it out real quick. Dudley? Am I seeing things right? Dudley?
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't want to be reused this year.
About to get. About to settle on you, see if you can do it. He said no.
Oh, man. I tried to back row. I didn't realize if you put me on the other side.
I don't know. Is Nigel just going to really come on our show and sweep us?
No, man.
Like
You know what? I might just have to read next time.
Are we going to have to pick a different version of Street Fighter?
It's called downloading.
Downloading completes.
500 megabytes.
Now tell me this. At this point now, because you made that tweet a few days ago, are you still feeling the same way?
What do you... Okay, so if you're not going to...
You seem like you're at a crossroad. You're at a crossroad right now.
Like, I feel like a deer in headlights. That's kind of...
Okay.
That's the best way I feel, but a lot of people did reach out to me and kind of say, hey, man, it's life at the end of the day, but this is what you're meant to do, so don't just give up on it that easily.
Right.
Not hit home with me.
I think a lot of players probably have gone through this. You know what I mean?
I think so. I know I can speak as a content creator. I've gone through it. I know me and Rick have talked about it plenty, because I think it happens when you put everything, whether it's video games or your daily job, your family, your relationship. Meanwhile, Nigel's up here just whooping ass. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Just murdering. When you put everything that you possibly can into something, and you just don't feel that love back.
Ooh, it takes
a lot out of you. It makes you second guess shit. I know it did for me.
You might as well overhead me with ball right in real life.
Right.
If
That's why I was trying to give Nigel some advice. I was like, I learned the hard way. I was like, at the end of the day, you do kind of get lost, especially when your popularity is growing and what you're doing is growing. But you have to go back to the roots and just do it. Remember why you got into it and do it for you. This is gonna sound bad, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Fuck the community. Fuck being liked. Fuck the social popularity. Remember what got you there in the first place and stick to it.
I try to parry everything. I was like, I'm going to parry this, I'm going to parry that. I want to rematch.
But if you see this back-to-back on weeks, it might be 2 shows. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I want to thank you guys for watching, man. full week, honest week of butt checks.
Next week we're playing Tekken. I've been playing Tekken, and next week we're playing Tekken.
Definitely. And this whole week, we're going to continue to shout out all the locals. I have seen everybody that sent me a message so far. I've seen the headers, so I'll definitely get to you this week because we want to represent more locals going on the FC. Yeah, I just put it out there. We didn't really get into it in detail, but thank you to the viewer of the week. Love you guys. Tomorrow morning, full week of Button Check, of course. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week with a brand new
Nigel.
Bogus. I don't know how long this is
boy.
because we started talking about a lot of random
of
shit.
stuff.
So,
We barely play Street Fighter.
once again,
I just want you to fix the netcode. That's all I want.
Again, Capcom netcode.
Peace.
So once again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you bright and early tomorrow morning and then next Sunday with a hot new Bogus. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Back to the topic. Back to
Okay.
the topic.
Okay. I miss being young
You like that?
and having time to just play Street Fighter. I miss those days.
No obligations. I don't pay no bills. But anyways, let's get back to these questions, y'all.